Hey guys, we're back, and we are deep inside of Union Cave, where I have just stumbled across this Lapras. We are gonna try and catch it, because I want a frickin' Lapras. If I can get it to come up to me. No, Quagsire, go away. No one wants you. Okay, here we go. Lapras! Alrighty, let's see if we can get this. Just keep using Mud Slap to make its accuracy go way down, so that way it can't hurt me. So far, so good. Switch to Ember. Alright. Now. Options. Save game. Okay. Alright, there we go. I found an Ultra Ball, and I am gonna use it. Beautiful! Alright, first try does it. We got ourselves a Lapras. Fantastic. Alright, we're gonna name him Frosty. Because that's a cool name, I guess. I don't know. He's ice type. Water and ice, but whatever. Okay, so now we got ourselves a decent water Pokemon. Alrighty. So, I'm gonna get out of here real fast, and then I will come back with you guys once I'm out of the cave. Give me a sec here. Okay, so we're out of the cave, and now we are headed west of Ecutreak, out to Olivine City, which is right out by the ocean. Alright, let's take down Mr. Mime. Right now I'm working on getting Frosty up. He's a little bit lower than everyone else. I might take time out to grind him off cam, actually, to save some time, but I figured I'd at least catch me walking over to the city, as I have cut out a lot of that stuff to save time. But yeah, I'm really starting to like this team. It's interesting, because it has some Pokemon that I've used before, with some that I haven't used before, with some that I've used a couple times. Like, Cyndaquil I've used quite a few times, or I haven't actually picked him that many times as a starter. It's just the files that I've had with him I had forever. Like, I had a file on my old Crystal cartridge for probably a good 3 years that had, I think when it was all said and over, before the cartridge lost its capability to save and deleted everything, I had like a level 70 Typhlosion or something, which for the longest time was one of the highest Pokemon I'd ever raised naturally. And then I actually just recently beat that record with Black and White too. I have a team of, like, Togepi, God, I don't know why this always happens with, like, every Pokemon that I try and raise, like, that evolves through happiness, it always gets killed, like, right when it's, like, really close to evolving. So then because of that, it, like, takes forever for it to evolve, because its happiness doesn't change because it keeps dying. God. Ugh. Alright, Lapras, kill Pikachu. There you go. Good Lapras. Good Lapras. No, 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 no. God, no. I'm not giving you my phone number. I already made that mistake once. I don't want to make it twice. Youngster Joey telling me about his goddamn Rattata is a well enough reminder that I shouldn't do that. These Pokemon are kind of strong. I guess I could grind them over here. I don't know. The area of the cave where I found Lapras at, there were actually some really strong trainers in there, so I might go back there just for the purpose of grinding. Although it's a bit of a ways back, so maybe I won't. I don't really want to confuse Ray. Eradicate, Surf. Or Body Slam, that works too. Oh, that's why. Hadur. Krabby. Krabby is crabby because he's a crab. Like Mr. Krabs. Lol. Haven't really decided who I want for my final slot. I think I'm going to leave it open for the time being and just kind of get something when I run across it. Alright. Like I said, since I've been cutting a lot of, you know, on-screen fighting out, let's record the lighthouse, just because. We'll go to the lighthouse, go save Ampharos. Let's do it. We're only like 5 minutes into this video anyway, so that gives us roughly 15 minutes to dick around. I'm probably going to rely heavily on Lapras at this point, and then once I get him to where everyone else is at, I'm going to work on Togepi, so that way I can evolve him. Or, excuse me, Frosty and Ralph. I don't know where I keep coming up with these names from. That's the interesting thing about these teams. These names are all over the place, and they're so random. We've got Frosty, Nannerpuss, Pavlov, Beetle, and Ralph. Makes literally no sense, but whatever. That's half the fun of this game. I love nicknaming my Pokemon. I feel it personalizes them. I know not everyone does that, but I'm weird. Anywho. I've been doing it for a really long time, too. Like, it wasn't something I just started doing. Like, I think the first game I did that with was my Red game, and then I remember actually... Because the first game I ever got was Yellow, then I got Gold, and then I went back and, like, bought Red, because it was still in stores at that time, because it was only, like, 2001. God, that was a long time ago. Anyway, yeah, because I remember Red was the first game I started nicknaming Pokemon, and after I did that, I went back in both my Yellow and Gold games and, like, nicknamed all the Pokemon I already caught. I remember I spent, like, over an hour in my Yellow, because I remember I had caught, like, a bunch of Pokemon and had them in the PC, so I just kept pulling them out of the PC and taking them to the name raider and giving these random, stupid names, but I was doing it just for the sake of nicknaming them. Oh, those were the good old days, when things were simpler. Before there were 6 generations and like 700 Pokemon. Although I will admit, I noticed, I was looking at the number of Pokemon they added for Gen 6. This is actually the least amount they've come up with for a gen ever. Like, it's like less than 100, which was less than both Gen 1 and 2. And then 3 and 4 kind of went nuts and added like a crap load, and then 5 was a little bit more modest. But yeah, I think this one they only added like 50 or 60 new Pokemon, which I thought was interesting. Maybe even less than that. I don't know what the exact number is. Don't really care, though. We'll worry about that if I get X and Y. I'm thinking if I do that, I'm just going to buy a 2DS instead of a 3DS, because I found out not too long ago from one of my friends that it's actually significantly cheaper than a regular DS. Even though it looks stupid and it doesn't have the 3D, which I don't really care so much about, but it does look kind of dumb. It's cheaper. And honestly, the only thing I'd be buying it for is Pokemon and maybe Animal Crossing New Leaf, so... Anyway. Well, it appears that Lapras is all out of PP, so... Go Ralph! I need to start buying him some iron. His defense is so bad. Like, he just gets trashed. I mean, again, it is a Togepi, but it really doesn't get that much better as Togetic. Unfortunately. Spearow! Okay, let's send Ralph out, see if he can do anything. Probably not, but might as well try. Oh, good lord. Come on, Ralph, what are you doing? Get out of there! Ah! Okay, he got, like, no experience from that. So then we're just gonna throw out... Oh, you know what? I haven't shown you guys Pavlov yet. Look at this guy. He's insane. And he's, like, way stronger than everyone else. Look, Shadow Ball. Oh, crap, I forgot Fearo's normal. Confusion. Just... He's so terrifying, but he just destroys everything. Yes, Matt, I know, I can feel you glaring at me through your computer monitor, even though I'm technically time-traveling since I'm doing this now, and you'll be watching this probably sometime in the future, but whatever. Ooh, rare candy. You know what? I usually don't like doing this, but... And he still won't evolve. What a chotch. What a chotch. Alright, let's worry about getting Frosty up, and then, I don't know who else. Fight this guy! He's a sailor! Rah! Go... Beetle. Beetle's got some good physical attack. Horn attack! Horny attack! I don't know. Let's see what this is. Either that doesn't do anything for me, sorry. Fight this guy! Rah! Sailor Huey? I don't know. I didn't see it. Rely on my insane physical attack. Cut! Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no bleeding. Don't give a if I cut my arm bleeding. No, I've said the F word before. I'm actually trying to cut down on my swearing. It's not going very well, but I figure I should at least give it an effort to make myself sound more professional and less like a uneducated, like, inbred piece of poop. Which profanity doesn't necessarily do, it's just if you use it a lot. Anyway. Enough about my moral ramblings. Nanopus leveled up, alright. Everyone seems to be moving along at a pretty steady pace here. Okay, let's talk to Jasmine. We need to get medicine for poor Amphi. Love Mountain Dew. Okay, and we are out of the tower. Alright, so now we need to go across the ocean and get some medicine. Alright, let's see, how are we doing here? 24, 27, 27, 25, 28. Alright, we're gonna work on getting Frosty up, and then we're gonna work on everyone else, I guess. Give me a minute. I actually need to check my phone. Hold on just a sec, folks. Okay, we're back. Time to go surfing. Alright, now the cool thing about this is, you know, they use the Lapras sprite for this game, but now I actually, like, have a Lapras, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's see if we can take out this Tentacool. Oh, acid, that hurts. That hurts my tummies. Swimmer Simon was defeated. We should probably fight out everybody. It's a good experience. We'll go back. Okay. Swimmer Paula wants to battle. Ooh, Staryu. That brings back bad memories of that very first Pokemon Blue co-op that I did with Nick, where we just got trashed by Misty like 3 times in a row. We didn't even show the first 2, but then the second time we ended up, or I can't even remember. All I remember is that we lost to her more than once, and that at least the first try, if not the first 2 tries, we didn't show on camera. And then we did show one on camera, and then we grinded the crap out of our Pokemon and just, like, beat the heck out of her the final time around. And I remember Nick convinced me to keep Pikachu after that, and we did, and then we ended up with the most insanely powerful Raichu ever. I tell you, man, these names are just bizarre. Well, not even bizarre, just they pick the most random and uncommon names for these stupid trainers. Like, how many, like, trainer Bobs or Georges or Freds have you seen in these games? None. They're always, like, Randall or, like, Wallace or Wellington Cornsmith. I don't know, I'm just making shit up here. Alright, let's get Beetle up. He's slacking compared to everybody else. Ooh, he only needs like 1. Or, yeah, probably after this fight he'll be good. Attack! Awesome! There we go. 26. Beautiful. Alright, let's work on Togepi. I really want to get a Togetic. Togetic is cool. I don't want this to turn into like the whole Espeon fiasco when Nick and I did Crystal, where it took like 9 years for us to get frickin' Espeon. We had that thing since the 3rd gym, and it didn't evolve till like level 42. So yeah, it took us like 5 gyms to get the damn thing to evolve. Now mind you, we did start out with that much later in the game than I did with this thing. I would say I should have a Togetic by level 30, if not very soon after. At least I would like to think that. We'll see here. Or maybe I'll even get lucky and it'll evolve in this next level. Prob's not, because I tend to have really poor luck with these sort of things, but we shall see. Also, Headbutt is actually really good. I'm surprised. Well, there you go. Alright. Guess my ranting and whining finally paid off. Alright, so I'm gonna throw him in the back, because he doesn't really need to be worked on at the moment. We'll throw Beetle out, because he really hasn't been getting a lot of love, so we'll just keep going with him. Beetle! Gotta tell you, Heracross is, like, awesome. I used him for the first time, I think a year ago. I was doing a quick Crystal run-through, like, on my cell phone. I had some of the games on there, and he was, I think I used him in a Heart Gold game, but I had never used him in one of the original games, and he was really friggin' good. I was pleasantly surprised. It was one of those things where I thought, oh, he only got better later in the game, but no, he was actually pretty awesome to start out with. Anyway. Run away! Still don't know what I want to use for that last slot. I thought about Ampharos, but I really don't want to, just because I love Ampharos, but I use it so much. And I don't even mean just these LPs. Like, I've probably played through... Let me think. I think there were at least 2 files on my old gold cart where I had an Ampharos. There was one on my... my Heart Gold game I had an Ampharos. My Black 2 game I had an Ampharos. I'm trying to think. Silver LP with Matt I used one. I know there were at least 1 or 2 others, but I've used it a lot recently. Like, I think when I was growing up I didn't use it so much, but... Ooh, Counter, that's actually pretty good. We're gonna get rid of Endure. Endure doesn't really do much. At some point, this bad boy will learn Mega Horn, and then he'll really start whooping ass. Alright, let's work on Pavlov. I'm gonna need to use him for the gym anyway. Confusion! Confusion! Sweet. Let's heal our Pokemans. No, I don't want to do stuff. Meh. I'm trying to remember if there's anything fun over here. No, not really. Alright, let's go see what Chuck's up to. Chuck. Black Belt Yoshi! Confusion... Should do more damage than that? What? Okay. Whatever. I'll take that. You did get hella EXP, though. Nice. Oh, now I gotta fight this Joker. I get it! One uses Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. Do you get it? Ha! Stupid. Fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna go heal. Poke. Poke. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, you know what? Do I have strength? For some reason, I don't think I have strength. No, I don't. Where do I get that from? I don't have strength. I feel like a moron. I have Flash, I have Cut, and I have Surf, but I do not have Strength. Mrr. Oh, you know what? I should go talk to this dude and get Shucky. No, this one. There we go. I'm in shock, blah blah blah, prize Pokemon, I'm a chump. Oh, you know what? I remember. I know where I need to go. Bill's PC, deposit. Shucky's terrible. Alrighty, what do I need to do? I need to go get... I gotta surf all the way back there, crap. It's gonna take forever. You know what? Hold on, let me go get Strength. Okay, so we got Strength, and also everyone is at level 30. Check it out. Look, we got Frosty, Pavlov, Ralph, Beetle, and Nannerpuss. This is going to be a fun fight, and we're also going to make it really quick, too. Switch Pavlov to the front, and make our way through here. Blah blah blah. Black Belt Lung sends out Mankey. Pavlov uses Confusion, and Mankey dies very quickly. Confusion! Dead. Let's throw someone else out. How about Frosty? Just because Frosty's friggin' awesome. Surf. And dead. So much dead. Okay, now let's fight Chuck. Chuck thinks he's hot shit because he can throw rocks. Watch this. Urg. No, I'm not scared. Let's kick his butt. Alrighty, Pavlov will use Confusion, because it's fun. Can't wait till he learns Psychic. He's just gonna, like, destroy everything with his giant pointy nose. Okay, and Poliwrath. Num 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 num. Who'd be fun? Let's throw out Ralph. Headbutt is actually really good. I found that out. It's kind of funny. I love that. I just spammed him with Headbutt. That's fantastic. Alrighty, so we beat Chuck, who looks really unimpressive in that sprite. I love how it lets you, like, let Pokemon obey you at up to such a high level, but, like, you don't even need them to be that high, even for, like, half the gym leaders in Kanto. It's not until you fight Red that they need to be that strong. Crazy. Anyway, we're going to wrap up this part, and next time I'm going to come back, and we're going to start off fighting Jasmine. Take it easy.